Peace in, it's Maisha, please. And I'm back, finally. And as you can see, this title is really different from what my titles typically say, because this one is a movie review. Yeah. So let me explain this. Okay. I was watching a video from a YouTuber I'm subscribed to, and it was talking about the do's and don'ts of becoming a YouTuber or trying to build your YouTube channel. And I mean, the number one do was to find your strength. And I've seen other videos of do's and don'ts before I started my channel, and I thought that talking to the camera would be my strength. But as y'all know from my countless awkward videos, it is definitely not one of my strengths, just as editing is definitely not one of my strengths. So I started thinking, pondering, and I was like, well, what am I good at? What do I do on a basis so I can be consistent with my videos? So I'm not constantly not making videos because I have no idea what to talk about, or I know I'm not entertaining. What can I do? So I decided I will make movie reviews. I see movies every weekend. Every weekend, seriously. If I don't see it on Saturday, I will more than likely see it on Sunday. So I thought that is something that I could be consistent with. And so I also decided maybe I should push back my days. Instead of having it on Saturdays, why don't I make them on Sundays? Because if I don't see the movie by Saturday, I will more than likely see it by Sunday. Therefore, I could have a review on it, and now I can do the review and send it off with it fresh in my mind. So today, I want to start my first movie review, and this channel will finally be something I'm good at, which is movie reviews. Okay. So the movie that I saw this weekend was 10 Cloverfield Lane. Can I tell y'all that it is... let me just start off with saying I completely recommend this movie, and I will explain why. It is not only a sci-fi movie, but it's a psychological movie. So there's three main characters, the only characters in this movie. There is Howard, who is the man who, takes this girl after she gets in a car accident and puts her in the bunker, which you saw in the trailer. And that girl's name is Michelle. And there's also another guy who you also saw in the trailer who said that he fought his way into the bunker. His name is Emmett. Okay, so these three are living in this underground bunker because there is some type of war. I won't tell you what type of war, but there's a war that happens. And so pretty much the first thing that happens is the air is contaminated. So of course, you wake up from being in a car accident and you're tied down and you're like, I'm not going to believe this guy. This is crazy. I'll just tell you because it's not really a spoiler. He is not crazy. When she tries to leave, there's this woman who's outside their door, containment door. She's banging on it with her face just burnt. It's her inside. You could tell that from her inside she's just decaying. It's crazy. She tries to get in, and that's when you realize, okay, this dude is telling the truth. But telling the truth doesn't take away from how unstable he is. You see throughout the movie, quickly, sometimes blunt, sometimes just hidden, how completely unstable this man is. Howard is very unstable. And this is also not a spoiler because you will see it. It is pretty obvious. And it gets even more obvious throughout the movie. But this is a guy that you're you will want to get away from. Apocalypse or not, you would try to get away from this man. Okay? So this is Michelle's biggest dilemma. Who is the main character of the story? Does she stay with him, or does she go out into the unknown of a apocalyptic war zone? It's options. What's the lesser of the two evils here, And I mean, the movie was really good because not only I know some people were they didn't like that I mean, because the psychological part was so interesting that when the monsters came out, they didn't like it. But I was like, I love that part because it had that whole, well, which one do you pick? To stay with this psychopathic man or to go out into this unknown full of monsters? It's like the whole thing is which one is the lesser of two evils? Which one would you feel safer within? You know? So I felt like that was just a great like plot in itself. Because you have that fear of, well, stay with him or will I go out and be killed by monsters? It's crazy. It was really good. And on top of that, the cinematography is really just, it's awesome. And I like how we slowly put together pieces, how the two characters, Emmett and Michelle, start putting down pieces. Like, they seeing things and I'm like, whoa, okay, this is weird. Whoa, okay, this shows things. Oh, okay, now we know what's really going on here. And now we gotta figure this stuff out. And I also like how you kind of had like their backstories and their history a little bit when they talked about it. And I'll go into the character Emmett for a little bit more. He's that humor in the movie. He's the humor of the movie. He's the kind of person that prior to Apocalypse he had humor, but now he's trying to use that humor within Apocalypse. And while it's not appreciated by Howard, it's pretty appreciated by Michelle, which also causes some problems, as y'all will see in the movie if you watch it, which I highly recommend. Watch the movie. But it's like, he's the good humor relief. When there's undoubtedly extreme tension within the characters, he says something that makes you know kind of crack a smile or laugh a little bit, chuckle. So he's a good relief from the pounding tension that continues on as the story progresses. And I like Howard's character too. I really do. Because when I was watching the movie, you're kind of like, okay, do you trust this man? You know, it's like he's really unstable and you really know that, and it's very obvious. But then he's also this guy who's like, I'm trying to protect you, and he also has this protecting, like really protective personality. While it can get a little overbearing sometimes, it's really protective. So it's like, well, is Michelle safer down there even though you're really crazy? You know? Or should she try to leave? It made me think that, like, at first I was like, okay, this dude is insane. And then I was like, okay, this dude is insane, but she might be safe with him, you know? So it's really like, it gets the viewer to be more, you know, in tune, to kind of feel something for Howard until you realize crazy things happen within Howard's mind. And Michelle, I like her character a lot because Michelle is like, she wanted to be a fashion designer, but this woman is like extremely good with protecting herself. She is very resourceful, and like, all the situations she was in, she knew how to get out of them by using items around her. Like, she's super resourceful. If I was in a zombie apocalypse, I would want Michelle by my side. She is extremely, I don't know how she learned these things, but not only is she like headstrong, but she's super resourceful. So I really liked her character. The three characters they had, it may seem like it's not enough, but trust me, it was enough. Because it really got you in tune with those three characters, and it really got you in tune with the storyline. So, I recommend the movie. Okay? And that was my movie review. Tell me how it was, I should continue on with it. I mean, I don't know. I think I'm going to continue on with this, because I really think I can do something with this area. I think I'm really good at. But, hope you guys liked it. Comments, subscribe. Just do whatever to tell me that you liked it or dislike it. It's fine. I love commentary. I love critiques. So, this is a new leaf of Maisha Please's channel. Let's see how it goes. Peace out. This is Maisha Please. Bye.